we, we're not going back to 2011. We're buying at 47. Not going to be there. But when we
Yeah.
look at the fact that when things are adjusting, we're seeing more hard money loans. We're seeing more seller finance notes happening. We're not seeing as much institutional, loans being given out because the the yield, the interest rates being so low, it's harder to buy those loans. Um, what are most sellers doing now? Are they holding loans and keeping them, or are they trying to sell off? From your experience has
The sell-off I've seen are the mortgages that have the I'll say 2 to 3% rates.
Hmm.
Um, and it's amazing how those trades, and they're coming from originators that originated, wasn't retraded as someone else and so forth and moved around, that they are taking them off their books in the 70s,
Really?
and it's just,
Hmm.
and that's a hard loan for many people to buy still.
Hmm.
Yes,
They are not looking, they're looking at the 2.5%
we're
rate,
passing.
at a 30% discount, it probably gets you close to, I don't know, 5 or 6 maybe,
It's not
but
enough, but
Hmm.
yeah,
it's still not enough for that.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
so we've seen a lot of that in the market. On the seller finance, I'm seeing the trades where it's um, it's coming from companies that um, just want to move the cash in and out because the product is growing. And so
Hmm.
their warehouse lines are saying, great, it's great that you've got this product growing, but you need to move these off the warehouse line to
yep,
bring in more loans. And
yep.
so in that type of business, it's easy for them because it's really just a point game. It's not even holding the loans, it's how many times you can
Turn the money over.
revolve that money around
Yeah,
And
to
you
get the
you were
point.
saying that you've seen an increase in the seller finance this year?
Yes, we definitely have. Yep.
It's really interesting.
Yep.
the lines with everything were one of the questions I put on social media recently was, I'm curious how many, you know, seller finance properties were sold. Seller finance increased over last year. I'm curious where that's
Hmm.
at.
We'll
Right.
we'll get with Tracy and Fred next year and get
Yeah, yeah,
their
The
analysis.
difficult product is the seller finance REOs
yes,
Yeah.
because you can imagine that when everyone had bank loans and they went REO, banks were set up to have property management companies.
yes.
Yeah.
These seller finance groups, they're not doing anything to the properties. So
Yeah,
those
Right.
are the ones you really have to watch and make sure that you have the ability to get inside for those properties.
and most of the seller finance notes are they performing or non-performing? The ones you've sold or got in contact with.
Most of them are performing.
Okay,
Mhm.
Yep.
wow. I know the
That's
non.
music to my ears. That's what I'm looking for. So that's perfect. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
know
that's interesting.
I know a lot of the world right now is still performing, right? We're not tipped at the scales yet. I know a lot of people that are still looking for non-performing notes, and you said it perfectly before. We're no longer in that world of what most of us lived through and we talk about a lot. Non-performing world was, 2010 and 2015 was all we saw. I mean, performing note was like three or four of them on a tape, if that.
Mm.
Um, it's flipped. A lot of them now are performing. So, guys, if you look
Hmm.
for non-performing, I get the angle, but I don't think you're gonna get the yield that we were getting, where you bought non-performing and you get a 45, 50% yield, IRR after you foreclose, and because the discount not there yet.
Hmm.
Will eventually, maybe the banks have to be in position to sell the loan off, and I don't think the seller finance people will be doing same structuring that banks did for writing off the loan against their books and having free and clear and be able to sell it and make proceeds. It's not set up the same way. So
Yeah,
So
the
what
NPL
have you
loans
seen?
have such a
Go ahead.
long title of different transfers right now. So that's
Yeah.
where, you never used to see that. You'd see one or two transfers. Now you could see as high as, 5 to 6 different transfers on a loan.
Mm, that's interesting. Are you seeing over the past year about delinquencies? What are you seeing with that happening?
So on the servicing side, we have not. We have not seen any
We've
any
heard from a
upkick
couple
on the
sources.
delinquent side.
Yeah.
We definitely have seen an uptick on assets moving out of the servicing platform because they're selling them a lot quicker now.
mm,
Okay.
Are you guys handling wrap notes? I know on our private call we talk about them a
No,
little bit.
no.
We know why. So those who are doing rap notes, there is issues with them, but just we won't dive deep into this call. We've had other calls about them, but rap notes have a different world, and they're defaulting at a higher risk than everything else, and they're often not properly done. So, well,
Is that also they're called DPAs, deposit loans, where um, they're being done at which is like maybe 5 to 8% of the original loan with the first lien just to get it, to get the loan, um,
they're doing what they do is just taking over someone else's sub two. They're taking over someone's property, someone else's debt sub two, or
okay,
their own debt, and then they wrap it where the note's at
okay,
3-4%, and they wrap it for 9-10. But usually they do it at the same. They they sell that property at the same that the UPB is. So what they run into is the UPB and the property is 300,000. They now sell for 305, and they play a yield game where they're paying a monthly payment to the first lien at 3% interest rate, and they're collecting at 9-10%. What the problem they run into is like landlording, that they if that the second borrower starts defaulting on them, and they have 10 of them, they need to have enough capital to keep paying off that first lien, and typically they don't have that capital um, because of the way they structure their
yeah, funny
deals.
because we had someone call me up and they wanted us to see if we could service for them. And I asked him to explain what the product is. And I
Hmm.
kid you not, 25 minutes later, I said, if it took you this long to explain that type of an asset, there's no way we're going to service the loan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We are used to a bank made a loan, the borrower
yeah.
defaulted, done.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's other
Yeah.
services out there that are more familiar with the seller finance world. We have good friends of ours, we've had them on our show too. So SN Servicing does more of that clean paper, right? It understands it. It's institutional like paper, and I would tell you also we've had like Madison come on. Is servicing will pick apart your paperwork if it's not clean. They will find issues with it, right? We've had where the PITI is fixed. We've had it so the escrow is flipped over, the start date's missing, all kinds of issues on these paper that servicing is going to pick up on that. So if you are seller financing and you go to board your loans with SN, they're going to pick it apart and say you're missing this, this, this. So just be aware that it's not just put paperwork together and let your local real estate attorney put it together for you.